Hello friends, welcome to radio frequency classes. Today I am going to derive the ABCD parameter for a given transmission line. How to find out the ABCD parameter if a transmission line is given with certain parameters. So here I will take a transmission line which is lossless transmission line. So for this transmission line, characteristic impedance is Z0 and propagation constant is beta. Length of the transmission line is L. Okay, and the input impedance defined from this side is Zin. At this terminal, voltage and current is given as V1 and I1, and at this terminal, voltage and current is given as V2 and I2. So finally here I have written the ABCD parameter which I am going to derive, and I will prove that we are going to get the same parameter with our derivation. So A will be cos beta L, B will be J Z naught sin beta L, C will be J Y naught sin beta L, and D will be cos beta L. During the derivation, we will use these two conditions, and these two conditions can be derived from the input impedance equation. Already I have discussed in my previous video lecture of input impedance for a transmission line. So if Zin is equals to Z naught ZL plus JZ naught 10 beta L divided by Z naught plus JZL 10 beta L. So once I will keep ZL 0 and once I will keep ZL infinity, I will get these two conditions. So for short circuit, my input impedance will be J Z0 10 beta L and reflection coefficient gamma will be -1. And input impedance for a open circuit transmission line will be minus J Z0 cot beta L and reflection coefficient will be 1. These two conditions I will use while deriving the ABCD parameter of a lossless transmission line. So here you can see I have written already how to correlate the input and output parameter. V1 and I1 will be related with V2 and I2 with this coefficient. Okay, so from here I can write two equations. V1 is equals to A V2 plus B I2, and I1 will be equals to C V2 plus D I2. So I can keep the first condition. I can keep how I will make I2 0, then I can find out A and C, which will be V1 by V2 and I1 by V2. Okay, so for that, making I2 0, I will make it open circuit. So when I will make open circuit, I will use these conditions, and when I will make short circuit, I will use this condition. So first I will make open circuit. So I will get A is equals to V1 by V2. Okay, and I will get C is equals to I1 by V2. Okay, another one, if I will make it short circuit, I will get B and I will get D. B will be equals to V1 by I2 and D will be equals to I1 by I2. So as we know that short circuit and open circuit, two conditions are there. So if you want to find out the expression, first I will write the voltage and all the currents in terms of reflected and incident voltage. Okay, so the voltage V1 will be written as the incident and the reflected voltage summation, and if I will take this V1 plus outside, this will be written as e to the power j beta L plus V minus by V plus e to the power minus j beta L. This will be minus, and this will be written as a gamma. Okay, and as we can see, for if I'll apply the open circuit condition, for open circuit gamma will be plus 1. So I can write here V1 plus e to the power j beta L plus e to the power minus j beta L. Now if I'll multiply and divide with 2, I can convert this in terms of cos beta L. So this will be written as 2 V1 plus cos beta L. This will be my V1 for open circuit. Okay, and the maximum V2 will be nothing but the maximum voltage here if there is no drop. So maximum voltage will be given as, if cos beta L is 1, I will get V2. So V2 will be equals to 2 V1 plus. Okay, and V1 will be 2 V1 plus cos beta L. Another one, if I will apply the short circuit condition, in that case V2 will be 0 for short circuit condition. So my V1 will be is equals to, same expression we can use it, only instead of gamma is equals to 1 I will replace minus. Okay, so that will be, now when minus is there, so I can write it as a v1 plus e to the power j beta l minus e to the power minus j beta l. So now for converting this into sign, I will multiply with 2j and divide with 2j. I can write this expression as a 2j v1 plus sin beta l. That will be my v1, and current I2 will be written as 2v plus divided by z naught, characteristic impedance. 2v plus is v2, so v2 by z naught is I2. So this is my current, 2v plus by z naught. So we got all the parameters. Now I'll write it here. A is equals to v1 by v2. v1 is nothing but 2v plus cos beta l divided by 2v plus. So if we'll cancel out, we will get as a cos beta l. This is my A. For B, we will get as a v1 by I2. Okay, here we can apply the conditions. When I am finding out A, I am keeping I2 0, means open circuit. That's why I have taken the v1 and v2 value as open circuit values. Now when I am finding out B, v1 by I2, I am going to make v2 as 0. So in this case I will take a short circuit condition. So in this case my v1 is 2v plus j sin beta l divided by I2 is nothing but 2v plus divided by z naught. So from here this will be cancelled out and z naught will be going upside. This will become j z naught sin beta l. Now when I am finding out C is nothing but C is nothing but I1 by V2 keeping I2 0, means open circuit condition. So this I1 I1 can be written as V1 by Z in and into V2, and V1 for when I am making I2 0 means this condition. So this will be 2V plus cos beta L, and Z in for open circuit is given as minus j z naught cot beta L, and V2 is given as 2V plus. So 2V plus and 2V plus cancel, this minus j will go upside and z naught also. So this expression will become, okay, you can see, you can cancel cot also, you can convert to cos by beta. So cos will cancel out, and this expression you will get equals to j y naught sin of beta L. Now D will be nothing but I1 by I2 keeping V2 is equals to 0, means that terminal is short circuited. So this I1 can be written as V1 by Z in into I2. Okay, so V1 is nothing but V1 by Z in into I2. So V1 can be written as 2j V plus sin beta L divided by Z in is j z naught 10 beta L, and I2 is 2V plus by z naught. Okay, this is the condition when my circuit is short circuited. That's why I have written here Z in as j z naught 10 beta L. So z naught cancel, 2V plus j and 2V plus j is cancelled. 10 beta L will be sin beta L by cos beta L. When it goes up, sin will be cancelled out, and this term will be cos beta L. So from here, if you will see, I can write ABCD matrix. A is equals to cos beta L, B is equals to j z naught sin beta L, C is equals to j y naught sin beta L, and D is equals to cos beta L. So from here I can write the ABCD matrix. What I have derived is cos beta L, J Z naught sin beta L, then J Y naught sin beta L and cos beta L. This is nothing but A, B, C, D matrix for a lossless transmission line. Okay, so if you'll see here in beginning itself, as I have derived, which was the expression for the transmission line ABCD, if a lossless transmission line is given with Z0 characteristic impedance, beta as a propagation constant and length is L, then ABCD matrix will be given as a cos beta L, J Z0 sin beta L, J Y0 sin beta L and cos beta L. Same thing we have derived and we got it as a ABCD matrix cos beta L, J Z0 sin beta L, J Y0 sin beta L and cos beta L. Okay, so this was the lossless transmission line ABCD matrix. Thank you. If you like the content, kindly subscribe and share my channel. For next video, kindly tune to the radio frequency classes. Thank you.